Hi, Thack here. Welcome to Thack Ironworks. In this video, we are building a upsetting block, and this is a jig used for upsetting round bar. So let's begin. We start out with two pieces of 1 inch by 2 inch bar stock, just mild steel, and they are, I believe, 7 inches long. The two pieces are then welded together with two pieces of cardboard in between them. The next step is to lay out where the holes are going to be. And I've got a guide block here that we're using to lay it out. But essentially, you can just space them out in a logical fashion. You need to leave a space for the pin that goes sideways, which I'll show you in a little bit. So we are putting 5 holes in this one. And we're now laying out the side holes. These are for the spanner pin. This is what holds the jig together. After you've got all your pieces laid out, all your lines marked and laid out, go to the drill press and we put a 1/4 inch drill bit in and we drill out all the holes 1/4 inch. So your center punch mark is in the split between the two pieces with the cardboard spacer, and then you're just drilling that out. This takes a little while, especially the first holes with the 1/4 inch drill bit, but we pilot everything out with that just to get us moving on to the next bigger sizes. So drilling out with the 1/4 inch allows us to drill out without putting a lot of strain on bigger drill bits. We're just using a little bit of lubricant there to help facilitate the process. We are now drilling the side holes. That was the first pass. Then we pick the 1/4 inch bit out, put a 5/16 drill bit in, and we drill out all the holes except for the one that will be our 1/4 inch hole. And you can see we've just chalked roughly on what our holes are. So there's going to be 5 different sizes here. We're going to have a 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, and 1/2 inch. Side holes, we actually drill out 25/64, which is just one size over 3/8. So as we go through the process, we just step up to our larger drill bits and don't drill out the one that has reached its size. That's the tricky part. I usually just chalk it out just to idiot-proof it. After you've got all the holes drilled, we take a quick cut or zip cut, however you want to call them, on an angle grinder, and we just split the weld. Cut it on either side there, and then the whole thing just splits open like a Kinder Surprise, except that there's nothing really good inside other than pieces of cardboard. We have 1/2 holes here. We need to file away the sharp burrs. So basically, you're radiusing off the corners of those 1/2 holes, and you also take a round file and take a little bit of the sharpness away from the ends of the hole as well. Good to spend a little time on this, and this is the kind of thing where you can't really see it but more feel it. So you just run your finger over until everything is smooth without any sort of jaggy burr that's going to mark up your steel. After you have the holes filed out, you take 2 pieces of 3/8 round bar, about 1 3/4 long, and you place them inside the block. Clamp the block together, and then using the MIG welder, we just weld them on one side, sort of plug weld, just to hold them in position. You can see the pins, after welded into place, are what hold the block in position to keep the holes lined up. After the pins are welded in, we grind them flush, and then we are able to put our 2 pieces of angle iron on either side, about 1 inch shorter than your actual block pieces, and they are then MIG welded on. And we typically do that in the vise as it's going to be held. Now you can see the block in use. So the whole idea of having those cardboard spacers was so that we have something slightly less than the diameter of the round stock, and then when you put it in the vise, it pinches that bar without marring it up too much, but holds it very sturdily to allow you to upset. I also have made upsetting blocks, just single ones for larger stock. You can see I have one here for, I believe this one is 3/4 or 5/8. This one is 5/8. The other one is 3/4, and I've made bigger ones, just 1 blocks for those, and they come in quite handy as well. But the little upsetting block with the 5 holes is a very handy tool to have around the shop, and you can use it for many different upsetting applications. I should point out to our regular viewers, it's fish, not Thack, that you are seeing in this video. So the part of Thack was being played by my assistant Fish, who will be featured in more upcoming videos, and you might get to see his face at some point as well. So Anyway, there is the upsetting block, a very handy tool. Please leave your comments below. Please subscribe to our channel and stay posted for upcoming videos on other tool builds, as well as some basic blacksmithing techniques and lots of other stuff. So that's it for now. Back out. See ya!